The number one reason why you don't attract the right house cleaning applicants. It's a very common issue with the hiring platforms. I usually like to start looking at your current site. All right, this is your page. So obviously, when we're hiring and selling these services, we always think about mostly the side of the customer, how they perceive us. And I noticed that a lot of cleaning companies that have a hard time usually hiring is several things. First, stock photography is not helping you at all. So you want to reflect on this page your teams, your employees, your actual employees or models, but that they look more real. You never see 5 people in a room doing this, right? We always think, oh, it's just a cleaning website. But people like things that are real. So first suggestion, this looks more like what you do, yeah, but you want to ideally replace this with good real photos of your employees. Same with this photo. And try to avoid stock photography at the most, because people will never identify with these key people. Typical workers never identify to this. So that is second most important thing, is you want to have a dedicated landing page for jobs. I want to show you, for example, because think about this, and this solves the problem that you mentioned, which is you get a bunch. Remember, Indeed's business model is to send you applicants and charge you for application, or charge you per month, or whatever is the selection that you did. But as long as they send you people, technically they're doing their job, right? And you technically will keep paying. But the issue is that they take your ad, show it to a bunch of people, send emails to a bunch of people in the database. And I don't know if you've ever used Indeed in the app as an applicant. Have you ever used it? Okay. And you can scroll jobs and just click apply, because your resume and your basic info is already in the system. So
Correct.
technically, if I'm watching a movie, Netflix or something, and I'm scrolling, I might say, oh, cleaning job here. But at the same point, that's a deficiency in the system, which is anybody's applying. They're not reading through the job offer. They don't see the requirements. So Indeed is doing their job technically, but you're paying for in an efficient system. A landing page for a cleaning service, residential, commercial, doesn't matter. Ideally, will break down the page in this section. The job, what is the job about? Where will I be working? How much I'm gonna earn? Do I work alone in a team? How do I get paid? What is my schedule? You gotta solve the key questions that people have in their mind before taking an action. So this is
Correct.
basically the first component. Then what are the benefits? Is there anything besides a paycheck? So you wanna put these boxes and show exactly those things. If you don't have any benefits, get it. Because when you understand that your sales are directly correlated with the hiring or the people that you have in your company, and in your amount of employees, you have to understand that these things are really there to attract workers. So
Correct.
let me ask you, do you currently have any benefits? But still, you could technically have benefits. You can just package them differently, gift cards, things of that nature. Yeah, but that is really a standard for every job.
Yeah.
Cash tips, they get to keep them. So in such a competitive market of workers, you want to offer them other stuff.
Okay.
You gotta work through what other benefits can you give them so they can work with you.
Right.
Okay. And then requirements, what are the requirements of the job? So technically they are a company, right? They are not
Correct.
your employees, but you still have requirements. You have to have your own car. You might have to bring your own products and supplies.
Right.
Uh, you must be able to provide insurance. You must be able to sign a 1099 document or a W-9 at the beginning. So all of those things people start to read, and then ideally, if you have a testimonials area, uh, you want to put testimonials,
Okay.
ideally of other people that have worked with you as a contractor, saying, we work with Pristine Pros, we love them, they pay us on time, we get tons of work. So,
Okay.
and then you want to have a an application form. So the application form in this case, Rise and Shine uses Pipehire, and this form makes people go through 5 steps, which asks them enough questions, and in the back end, they get screened by the system. So when you get, initially you were getting 80 people, now you're gonna get maybe 30 people,
But
25
qualified.
people, but they are more quality. Why? Because those are the people that really took the time to go through this, answer the questions,
Right.
and out of those 30, you will have some C players, some people that are simply not qualified. They fill it out, but they're not qualified. B players, which are somewhat qualified, we need to look into more detail what's making them a B player. And then you will have the best of the best, which will be A players, and the system will highlight them in green for you. That's the
Okay.
best way to, then you're going to have maybe 2 or 3 green
Cool.
players,
Yeah.
10 to 15 yellow, which is the B color, and then other will be red. So now your eyes and your time of your team is now focused on working with just the best people. You don't have to look through 80 applications, because right now, if you look through resumes and you're trying to hire through resumes, you're not going to get anywhere, because, yeah, it says I work here, I work there. This is my, my education. But the reality is that when you're hiring for this type of work, you need to know if they have, the necessary things that usually a resume doesn't show. So I suggest that you put it down here, and also that you put it here
At the top. Yeah.
at the top, because think about this: your most important 2 things you have to do in your business is hire people and sell, right? Find people and sell services. So then the next steps is to do that. Once you have that page set up, when you're on Indeed, you're gonna go to your employer section, and you're gonna go to your jobs area. In these jobs areas, there you go. You're gonna pick one of your jobs, and you're gonna click edit job.
Okay.
Okay. And in the edit job, you wanna look for, oh, here, settings. You wanna click for application settings, apply method. You click
Mm-hmm.
here, and you wanna put on career site, and then you're gonna put your website, your landing page here. Now, normally this option sometimes is hidden from you. If you go now and check on your Indeed, you might just see Indeed via email or something like that. You might not see on career site, because Indeed uh, technically doesn't like to send people out, because they want to capture the data of the applicant, right? You have to reach out to them and say, hey, I want to send my applicants to my page, to my website. And they're going to ask you, what is your website? So you're going to give them your URL, and they're
Mm-hmm.
going to go and look and see if there is an application there, there's a job description, if there's everything that's needed for them to send you traffic there. Might
Okay.
either be free or paid traffic, no matter. And when they say, okay, yeah, I see that you finished, yeah, we're gonna enable your account so you can do this.
Okay.
So now the dollars that you're spending on ads are gonna be better used through this method than just letting them apply on Indeed.
Correct. Okay.
You're gonna see a big increase in the quality of the people. In your budget, it's gonna go. It's gonna be better used. Um, and now also it's important to know when you're doing that when you look at hiring insights here, this is something that sometimes we don't look into too much. um, let's put housekeeper here. What city are you in?
We are in Charlotte.
Okay. So when you click here, you're gonna have like a little report of kind of the your area. So right now, there's moderate competition. There's 472 companies hiring. There's all these job seekers. All of them are coming from mobile devices, so your page has to be mobile friendly.
It is, yes.
Okay, good. This is the average salary per hour in your city, but
Is that
technically,
normal? Is that normal for commercial cleaners? Like we don't like on average, like most of our commercial cleaning positions that we see are like at most we've seen is like $20 an hour.
yeah, I was gonna say that you ideally want to be above the average of your area. That way you get more exposition on the search result, because remember, Indeed is a search engine for jobs, basically.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So you want to be above the average. So technically here, 18 to 20 will be better than, keeping, or you can work by year as well to see what's the average.
Okay.
And then you're going to see here that the top search terms by clicks. So if you see here that housekeeper are taking a lot of the search volume, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you post your job, you want to make sure that your title of your job includes the terms that you're looking for. So let's go and look for janitor. How do you normally post this position? Janitorial worker, office cleaner. How do you normally do it?
Um, so our cleaners, we have them on the residential side, which they are open to commercial. But if we were to post the commercial job posting, it would be janitorial worker
Okay, so let's take a sample here.
or commercial cleaner, one of the two.
Okay, so look, here you go. So technically, janitorial, custodian, and janitor are the top search that are getting the most clicks.
Okay.
And here's the companies that are spending basically the most and or have the most optimized ad.
Okay.
So you want to learn from them. See if what do they have? Hospitality, staffing solutions. So look, they're saying, for example, cook, weekly pay, full benefits and bonuses. Do you think this is a good copy?
That one?
This one and this one.
Yeah, it's gonna attract them by
Because
bonus.
remember, this is like a Google. When you're looking through Google and you find a good copy, you click. Yeah.
Right.
So same thing here. Who's the audience on Indeed? You companies or the cleaners?
The cleaners.
The cleaners. So it's the same way. Think about this piece of information like an ad. Has to have good copy, catchy, attracting. Look, for example, they're putting emojis here, and you notice the first thing they go after is like, boom, this is what's in it for you. This, and this. Let's look at the housekeeping position.
Same
Same
thing,
thing.
yeah.
So boom, boom, boom. They give you what you want to hear first, and then they'll tell you what, responsibilities and other benefits. So technically, these people have these two positions: a cook position and a housekeeping position, and they are basically they're sending them to a website as well. So yeah, buddy, that's it. Have a good one. Bye bye. Hey, before you go, if you're planning on hiring and growing your headcount and revenue for your home service business, check out pipehirehrm.com.